Hello everybody and welcome back to Fenton Central. Okay, so you find me back where the hill is and the two tunnels. I don't know if you remember, some time ago I cleaned out these four lines here. So what I'm just going to do now is I'm going to clean these four around here, under where the bridge is and up until where the ballasting stops there. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to complete the scenery in this corner as well as the other one. There's some things drying up there, so I'll take this opportunity to get this part done. So I'll crack on with that. Just to show you one of them, I'll just bring this across here. And you see it just stops there. Just round here. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's quite a lot of ballast on the track there, and proud of the sleepers, so that's what I'm going to try and get done now. So I'll continue with that and I'll be back shortly. Okay, that's that done then. So what I've done is I've cleared all these four around here and I've continued with the ballasting up to this point here, and along the top just past where the bridge is going to be, there'll be an abutment there and the bridge will roughly come across here like this. So the trains will go under the bridge and then behind a back seam that will be here. It's not glued down yet. I've just put it in, brushed it, got it off the rails, and that's about right. You'll also notice I've put the bridge in. It still needs the capping stones, a bit more work yet, and I've painted the concrete over there. I've levelled it as much as I can. You can see there's quite a few divots in it, but when I was at school, in the infant school, that's exactly what it was like. So what I'm planning to do, just along about there, going across, will be a wall, and then around the edge around here will be railings. I'll just show you these here. These are the walls. These are scale model scenery, and they come in sheets like this with obviously the card backing, and you make them up. You have them single sided or double sided, which is quite useful. And these are the railings, which again are scale model scenery. So that's what I'm planning to do next, so I'll crack on with that and then I'll show you where I've got to. Oh, just one thing I thought I'd mention. That's probably too wide, I think, so what I'm going to do is make some house backs there, low relief, probably just a set of 4 just to fill up that corner there. These just a bit too wide, I think. Anyway, so let's get on and I'll be back shortly. Okay, this is as far as I've got thus far. You'll have to bear with me with the lighting. I've got lighting at this end of the loft, but not the other, which is why you can see down here the shadows are quite abrupt, so you have to bear with me with that. Just there you can see the railings are in, and they don't quite reach that corner, but I'll be able to cover that with some bushes, etc. I've put some Metcalf wall in here to start with, and just there, if you can see that, that's the gate that's going to be going at that end there. Once that's in, I'll put the rest of the wall in and put the capping on. In terms of the roadway, what I've actually done is I've used sandpaper and just painted it. Now I did them at the same time, but for some reason this one's a bit darker, so I just need to match them up a bit, which I'll do at some point. And obviously these low relief houses are a bit battered, so I'll need to fix those up, but we'll do that at another point. I just want to try and get in the main scenery in this area. Not sure whether to use sandpaper on this as well, because I think that looks quite good actually. It's a little bit dark, but obviously little bits of oil and various things on the road there. So I think what I'll do is, like I say, I'll get this walling done, get the capping on, and then I'll do the scenery along here into that corner just at the bottom of there, because I'm still not sure what I'm going to do there, whether I'll put a industrial building or something, not sure yet. So I'll do that. I'll get that banking done there, both sides, and I'll probably leave this pathway until we get this area done down here. I'll do it all at the same time. Okay, so I'll crack on and I'll show you how far I get when I've done some more. Okay, so I've done a bit more. As you can see here, what I've done is put the initial scenery in here, and also right along there up to the fencing. I've done that section there also, and this one here, so that's kind of done. Still got across here to do, but I also did up to this corner here, right down there, and goes right down to the ballast at the bottom. So we're getting there. Also, what I've been doing, if you just look here, this is where the bridge is going to be across. I've made a bit of a start. I'll just take it off because I'm going to have it removable. So there's the buttress and the spot for the signal box there. This is just going to sit on top there, if you bear with me. Put that in there. This is just a mock-up to show where the back seam will be, just there, and there'll obviously be a piece across there as well. I will need to put another buttress against that back wall there to make the bridge look like it should, or it's just going to sort of hang in the air, which won't look right. I'll just get this here and I'll show you. I can get it out. As you can see there, I've got the girder bridge at the bottom part and the scale model scenery wall in there. You can see that my first go at weathering, I think I've probably overdone it on there. I might tone that down a bit, and I'll obviously need a brick wall between them as well to put in there. But I'm quite happy with how it's going thus far. Like I say, I'm going to keep it so I can lift it up. I think it's just going to be a lot easier. Obviously I've still got to ballast all the track down there, and for cleaning as well, I think it'll be easier if I can just take it up as and when I need to do it. So that's where we are at the moment. I'll carry on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this buttress done down at this side, and then I can do this section here, just get that finished off with similar to that side there with the wing walls on, and then I'll probably leave the ballasting of this until I tackle the station, but I will be able to do that side there as well. I think I've decided there to leave that house there. The plan is using some of this wall, and I've just got a bit propped up there. Sorry about this stick, way too close. I'll probably put a wall down here, one across the back as well, and then wall in probably all the way up here to the wing wall that'll come down and connect that up. Just have a bit of wasteland there, and a small road there up to the end of the wall. I think that'll probably look okay. Well, that's the plan with that one. So I'll crack on and do a bit more, and I'll show you how it looks when I've finished. Right, so here we are, the latest bit of progress. I've managed to put that wall in, the gates in, all the cappings on. I spilt some paint there, so I'll need to redo that at some point. Moving along here, there's small fence in there, lots of bushes, and you can see here I've done the wall in, done the scenery up to the edge, all the capping stones are on, bit of greenery down there as I mentioned before. Also there I've got the buttress in at that side, and the wing wall. A lot of this is still drying. I've popped a coach in there just to show you what it's going to look like. What I've also done, not that you can see it very well from where I'm holding the phone, is this one's done as well, all the way around to the other side. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is putting in a retaining wall down this side. So I'm just building up there with polystyrene, and I need to make some walls that will go against the back of that, and also at this side as well. I'll need to go across here, just see the edge of the buttress there, look. But there'll be retaining walls down this side as well. So the next, as I've mentioned before, the next part, what I'll do is I'll finish this buttress off, get this bridge finished with the walls along to the edge of this bit here. Then what I'll do is I'll do the scenery down this point here on this corner, and in the meantime what I'll be doing is making some walls, some retaining walls to go down here. I was going to do it flat up to, against the back seam, but I've decided to step it back a little bit, just to put a little bit of scenery along there. That's got to go quite a long way, about 6 foot, something like that. I won't show you down there because, as you can see down here, it's full of stuff and you can't really see what it's going to look like. But just as a reminder, this is where the station is. There'll be platforms here and here. I've not started those, but I need to make a start on those at some point. But I think I'm getting quite happy with this corner. It turns out quite nice, really. Better than I thought it would. As I've mentioned many times, I don't plan these things out, it just kind of happens. Probably not the right way of doing it, but it's how I do it, really. But I think that's looking okay there. Hopefully it'll give you a good idea. As I've often said, this scenery is just the first run. I'll be adding to it as I go along, but I'm just getting it into this state first, and then I can add to it later with trees and filling in bits that I've obviously missed along the way. So what I'll do is I'll carry on and do a bit more, and then I'll show you. Okay, so I've done a little bit more. Take it to the bridge first of all. As you can see there, put the walling on. Forgot to paint that one there, but I'll get to that. Walling's on, pathways, and the roadway, and obviously that comes up to that point there. That's obviously a completely lift out. I've left that lip over there so that that'll just, instead of having one line right across, I'll just have this little line there. Might look a little bit better. I'll probably leave this one hanging over slightly as well. And you may notice the start of the retaining walls along there. That's as far as I've got because I've run out of plastic card. And also down there, the first part of the platform. I've run a class 40 either side of that, and it seems to work all right. And you may notice I've started to hack things to bits again. I don't know if you remember, this was all quite high all the way down here. I toyed with having a platform behind here and a branch line going this way and all sorts. And further up that side I was going to do a mine or something. Still not decided what I'm going to do there, but I have decided to hack all this away. I've still got more to do. I'm going to bring the road down here, sloping down, and probably a road down to the station down here somewhere. So the station will be here, but it will be slightly raised, but nowhere near as high as it was. Obviously it was going to be that high, same as the retaining walls at that side. I'm toying with the idea of possibly putting another line in here for shunting the mine down there, if I decide to put it in. Can't decide yet, but it will be slightly higher. The station building will be here. Yeah, I start these things and I'm not sure where I'm going with it, but I think definitely that's what I'll do. It was just a bit too high, you couldn't really see the station. Obviously Ewan mentioned about putting buildings in the way of, you know, the viewing angle, I suppose. And he's certainly right. I won't have too many of those. Obviously on here, on this area, I will have some terrace houses. I've decided to do that there. And right around the other side, we've got the hill with the farm on. But that's probably about it, really, in terms of height in front of the running lines. Obviously, it's going to go behind this back scene here, but that's intentional. I don't think it'd look right coming down the side of where the station is. So I think I'll continue with this being open. So I think what I'll do, because I'm still a bit undecided what I'm going to do, and also I need to get some plastic out for these walls. I think what I'll do is I'll leave the update here for now. Hope you'll agree it's coming on now. Quite a change from how it looked before. I really need to get these buildings done here, but you know what I'm like. Change my mind often as I change my socks. So we'll leave it there, as I said. Thanks for watching, and I hope you will join me for another update in the near future. Okay, so bye for now.